Good morning. Welcome to EXOS at home. If you just joined the routine, we're going to go through a little 20-25 minute workout this morning to keep your body active and ready for the day ahead. So if you were previously with me live on the morning mobility routine, I hope you feel a little bit looser already. But we're going to start the first 5 minutes with some movement prep. All you're going to need for today's workout is a little bit of floor space. Nothing additional required. If you do have your sofa or chair, bed, whichever room you're in, that may come in use. But there's always alternatives that we can provide for any movement. So, without further ado, we will get started. And from a standing position, I want you to drop into a ready or a base position. So your butt is back, your chest is up. Sitting in this semi-squat-like position. Shift your weight towards your left leg. So you just shift it across. Take a hold of your right and stand up as tall as you can possibly be. Back down. Base, shift to your right. And we're just going to get 3 each side. Base, shift. So we're addressing that pattern of getting fully extended on the bottom end. Some extension through the hips, whilst also getting some flexion on the top end. And just 3 on each side. When we've done 3 each side, we're going to do a little lunge pattern. So we start by stepping back into our lunge, fingertips to the sky. Then I'm going to step out to the side and reach across my leg. And then I'm going to step that leg back and behind. Nothing to do with the arms. Same on the other side. So I'll show you sideways. Back with reach. Sideways with reach. And then the leg reaches back and behind. 2 more on each side. So get into your rhythm, your pattern, your flow there. Reverse lunge, lateral lunge, crossover lunge. Other side, reverse, lateral, and crossover. 1 more time each. Reverse, lateral, crossover. Good. Shake off the legs a little. We'll go to the inverted hamstring next. So arms outstretched. Start with your knee driven up in front. Then we're going to get long head to heel in that nice straight line. Can you keep your balance here for 4 reps? Going from high to long. Some of you may get a stretch in the hamstring of the stance leg. When you've done 4, same on the other side. Arms out as a balance, high to long. If you need to make any readjustments, you do that. When you've done your 4 reps, hold it there. We're going to take a big step back. So like your reverse lunge, but we're going to keep that back leg straight. Hands to the ground and running inside your leg, elbow to ankle, big rotation. And back down. Now outside and shoot your butt back, behind you. Back to a lunge position and up. Same the other side. This is our world's greatest stretch. Step back. Elbow to ankle. Up into rotation. Down. butt back, half kneeling, stand up. 2 more on each side. Step, down, rotate, butt back, lunge position, and up. Body temperature starting to rise a little bit. Go until we've got a total of 3 reps on each side. Last one then, in our movement prep sequence, we're going to go into a squat position. So feet shoulder width apart. We're trying to keep our toes pointing straight ahead. And so I want you to squat down. So driving your knees out. When you get to that bottom position, lower your hands. You can either touch the floor or grab hold underneath your big toes. And then at the bottom, again, rotating on each side. Shoot your butt to the sky. Sit back down. Arms back up and up. So we got that sequence 3 times. Squat, touch the ground. Rotate both ways. Butt to the sky. Back into your deep squat. And up. Last pattern, not easy to stay in that squat position for such a long period. So just work with what you're capable of doing. And that's going to come in handy when we get into our squat sequences later in the workout. So hopefully you feel a little bit more ready now to go. There's just one last thing where we're going to get your nervous system switched on, brain-body connection. So reaching up to the sky as high as you can. And on my go call, we're going to pull and drop down into that same base we used at the beginning. So reach, go. Chest up, butt back. 3 times. Ready, go. Each time a little faster. Reach, go. It's all we need to activate the nervous system. Okay, so we're going to work in 2 different blocks. Each block, 3 movements. I'm going to want you to go at your own pace. So I'm going to go at a particular tempo. Try and match my tempo, but don't rush ahead too much. But if you feel like you're getting slower and left behind, don't worry. I'd rather you do 2 rounds well than 3 rounds rushed and not in a very good pattern. So the first movements, I'm going to go one by one. We'll chunk them together as a group. So where I said maybe your sofa or a chair is going to come in handy, this is where it's going to work. So you can take a cushion if you need to pad out on the ground. We're going to go into a rear foot elevated split squat. So you can see laces down on my sofa, but my weight is shifted forward to the front leg. Straight line is drawn head to knee. And I'm just going to push from the ground. Push to the top. You can add weights if you've got weights for this. And then 3 seconds down. We're going to do this 10 times. I always return back to that straight line. Push and return. So hopefully you're right there with me. Keeping that tempo. Push. 3, 2, 1. Push. As I said, we're getting 10 reps. Breathe out as you push. If you don't have the rear foot elevated, maybe you already made the adjustment, but you can do this from the ground, just as a standard split squat. Same then on the other side, 10 reps, half kneeling position, weight on the front leg, push, 3 seconds on the down. So So we're creating more time under tension by slowing everything down. And that's the stimulus, that's the intensity that you're going to get this morning. It's the time and the tension. And when you've done both, shake it off. So that's the first movement. We go into our next movement. We're going to go straight body push under control into a more explosive lower body push. So we're going to do hops. So if you go base, shift to your left side like we did in prep, balancing on that left leg. On my go, I want you to jump and turn 90 degrees. So if you're on your left, we're going to turn to your right. Ready? Go! Stick that landing. We're going to go around the clock. Go! Push the ground. Go! One more. Go! And you should be back facing where you began. Left is done. Shift to your right. Same thing. Now you jump into your left. Go! 90 degree rotation. Go! Looking to stick the landing. Go! Go! And relax there. Okay. Third movement in this first block, we're going to go into a push-up position. You can go from your knees or you can go from your hands. We're not doing a push-up. We're doing a plank. So this high plank position with an arm raise. So make sure your hips are tucked. You're nice and tight in your tummy. Then we're going to raise the thumb to the sky. 5 on each side. If you need a more stable base, take your feet wider. And when you've done your 5 on each side, we go right back to the beginning. So we're going to get 3 rounds of this. So we go back to the split squat. Showing you the rear foot elevated version. If you don't have your sofa or anything in front of you, behind you, sorry, we're going to go split squat. So here's the split squat. It's exactly the same. Push, when you're with me on the reps, 3-second count on the way down. Try and stick to that tempo. 10 reps. As you can tell, we're not rushing, we're actually letting the workout slow down to create the intensity. Maybe different to what you've become accustomed to in a home workout. But if you've got the right pace here, you'll start to feel something working. All the way up to 10. Keep that slow tempo. And up to the top. I forgot my towel, so hopefully you've got yours. You're not sweating too much. We're going to go back to those hops. Base position. Left side loaded. If you don't feel comfortable taking off and landing on the same leg, take off on your left, and as you spin, land on your right. And you can just work back and forth. So load it. Go. Stick that landing. Go. 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 That's the left done. Back facing where you were at the beginning. Shift to your right. Jump in left. Go. 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 And hold. And relax. Plank position. Arm raise. 10 total. Your feet are, the more stable your base. More challenging as you go narrower. We're trying to keep our hips level. Back to the beginning. Third and final round on this first block. So if you have split squat, rear foot elevated, you have a choice as well. This is too difficult, just take it to a regular split squat on the ground. Weight is on your front leg. Push. 3 seconds down. Chest up. Straight line, head to knee. We can switch off that 10th rep. Set up, begin at the bottom. You want to push from bottom to top. Go and control. Remember, go at your own pace. Try and stick with me. Try not to rush ahead, but if you get falling behind, don't worry. And that is your 10th. Shake it off and go into the hops. Base, load on the left, jump to the right. Go. Stick. Go. If you need to take a little bounce to nail the landing, that's fine. Go. Go. Shake it off. Gets a little tiring. Base, shift to your right. Go. 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 And nicely done. Plank, arm raise. Last time on this block. Hips, trying to stay level. Get your morning cup of coffee balance there. Don't drop it. And relax. It's a great opportunity to catch a break, have a little drink. 2 minutes to recover before we go into our next block. So our next block, think of this as our finisher. We're going to stick with the lower body work today. We're going to have squat. We did it in the warm-up where we went arms in front into that deep bodyweight squat. This is where we're going. We're going to hold it, your count. So you hold it for 10 breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Focus on that breath. 10 breaths. Then we do arms out in front, 10 actual squats. So we hold for 10, we move for 10. Second movement, we're going to go into a bear crawl position. It's just these two. So hands and knees, we want a neutral pelvis. So you want to work that tuck your butt under, lift your butt to the sky like you're twerking. You're going to find that mid ground. That's your neutral point that I want you to maintain as your knees hover just off the ground. We hold it there. Again, 10 breaths. After 10 breaths, we're going to do 10 rows. So like you're pulling something to your hip. 10 hold, 10 movements, and that's 5 on each side. 2 movements, we're going to go rapid fire. So again, go at your own pace. Your breathing rate may be a little different to mine, but we've got 7 minutes remaining of our workout. We want to recover at the end. So we're going to make this a 6-minute block. As many rounds as possible in 6 minutes, but not rushing ahead of that tempo. Take the rest where you need the rest. So I hope you're ready. Hope you've got your playlist. And you're not just listening to my heavy breathing, but set up in your squat position. And we're holding 10 breaths. Long time to hold. When you've got your 10 reps, 10 breaths, you go into 10 reps. There's your 10 reps. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5. And shake it off. Down into the bear crawl. So again, you take your rest where you need it. We get right in when you're ready to that position. And we hold. Hands corkscrewed into the ground. Then you've got your 10 rows. Pull to your hip. 5 each side. And we're back to the squat. You feel your legs burning up on that bear crawl. Even though it's a core exercise, after you fatigue the quads, here we go. Maybe that breathing rate is speeding up. And then you've got your 10. Bear crawls, if you're ahead of me, great. If you're behind, also great. You're at your own pace. If you want to match me, I'm into the bear crawl and I'm holding. There we go. 10 rows. Ooh. Here we go. Dig deep. 2 more minutes. Let's get one final round. Squats. Really stick with it. Nice deep breath. Keep your chest up. Don't curl into a ball. And got your 10. Whew. Ha. Feel that burning in your quads? She knows you've done work. There, guys. Last minute. If you're with me, we're into that bear crawl hold again. Oh, my quads are burning. I hope you're feeling the same effect. Hand rows. Finish your set. And that's done. What do you find happening on that last block? Your breathing rate starts to speed up. Therefore, that 10 breath hold gets shorter, which means tempo increases. We're actually getting through more. So there's an escalation in the density of the work that you produce in there. All right, we need to recover. You feel your legs working a little there. So I want you to stand up. Just move around your room. Shake it all off. It's like all that neural tension where your brain and your body are connecting to those working muscles. Let that ease off. When those legs feel a little bit looser and we've lost some of that tension, find yourself a comfortable position. Now you can sit on the ground, you can lay on the ground. I'm going to sit in a chair today because I'm lazy. But this is one you can do to reset your focus during the day, reset your nervous system during the day. If you find yourself getting particularly stressed or anxious or worked up about anything in particular, at your desk, your workstation, just find this point, shut your eyes. We're going to go back to our breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now we're going to focus on the counts. So I want you to pull the air in for 3 seconds. Hold for 5. And breathe out for 8. So we're really extending the exhale. In for 3. Hold for 5. And out for 8. If 8-second exhale is too long, you can change it. So you can come in for 5, hold for 3, go out for 6 to 8. What we're trying to do is just extend the exhale to be longer than the inhale and slow down the respiratory, slow down the breathing rate. And that helps to reset your nervous system. So it takes you out of that fight or flight mode where we're highly stressed, anxious, and your body is very much controlling rhythmically to a more relaxed state where your nervous system is effectively partly switched off. We're just doing what we naturally would do. So it's going to help with recovery, help kickstart your recovery. It's going to help reset various points throughout the day. Thank you for joining me. If you are just tuning in, we did actually work out. I didn't just sit in this chair for 30 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a little feel of something happening in the lower body. I know I certainly did. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments box or email me directly. It's dthomas@teamexos.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you back here soon for more EXOS at home. Take care.